Evening, everyone. Whew, boy, oh boy. One, I apologize right now because I look like trash. I slept for several hours today, so I'm just gross. That's it. I'm just gross. Um, Let me start off by saying nothing has happened. Period. At all. I mean, nothing ever happens. My life is very boring. I'm literally at work all the time. So nothing has really happened of consequence. My hair looks especially bad. It was up in a ponytail, but that looked even worse. I'm getting a haircut in like a week. I could have filmed this yesterday, but I didn't want to, so I didn't. Surprise! I'm not a YouTuber, so like, the only people that are subscribed to this channel are my best friend and my sister, so yeah. Otherwise, I have a dentist appointment like Tuesday. They're probably gonna yell at me for not flossing and be better at brushing because I'm not good at it. What's new though? I feel like that happens to everybody who's a dentist. Um, but yeah, I brought back all of my Legos from home and then I realized I don't have anywhere to put them. So they're like in my car. Like they take up an entire person's worth and that's not even all of them. I realized like 3 hours into the drive home that I don't have my Star Wars Legos, so next time I go back in like 2 months, I'll have to figure out where those are because they weren't where the rest of my shit was. But the moral of this being, I have my Naruto books back. I have my NSYNC puppets. Like, my stuff is coming along. Other than that, yeah, big oops. The AG live show was great. Very fun. I'm a little disappointed that there wasn't a CD of the songs from the production. I don't know if they're waiting to do that till like the whole production is finished. Because honestly, Boppin' Tunes would buy 10 out of 10. Like, it's a production. They should have a CD of the songs. Who's got girl power? The Power Girls. I got girl power. Anyways, 90%, 100% of anyone who watches this has not seen that show, so this matters nothing at all. But you should see it if you have the chance because it's good. A little awkward if you don't have a sibling and or American Girl dolls to go take with you so that you fit in. Because I had the excuse because my sister's 5 years younger, so even though like she's in high school and I'm college age, like it's a little less awkward if we're both there with our dolls, surrounded by little 5 to 8 year olds, than just like me being there, looking like a pedophile. So I'm glad we solved that. Um, I went to the bookstore today, Le Barnes and Noble, to get some books, and they didn't have any of them. Like all three of the books that I wanted, none of them. I was like, okay. I was like ready to leave, and then I saw this honker. Whoa! It's a giant, huge ass book all about Walt Disney. It's by Neil Gabler. I've since I read the introduction before I paid $23 for a giant book about Walt Disney, but like it really wasn't necessary. I just wanted to drink my juice in Barnes and Noble like a millennial. So I got that because they didn't have any of the other books. Um, I was gonna get books about Michael Eisner, so because the podcast that I listen to, I listen to many podcasts, but one of them, uh, it's called, on iTunes, Yesterworld podcast. Sponsor to the Yesterworld channel, a great channel about Disney and Universal and rides and history and I mean there's you know Distery and Disney Fan and all the other ones too. You should check that out if you like Disney. I clearly like Disney, although this is not the best shirt to be wearing. It's Kingdom Hearts, but it's also Oni Place, so little little bit. But I realized I was driving away. I was like, I'm so old. You've reached adulthood when I'm sitting in my car driving away from Barnes and Noble with a biography and I'm listening to a podcast as I drive. I'm like, ew. This is like reserved for like 30-year-olds. I have some years to go before I'm at this point, and I'm already there. Born in the wrong time, I swear to it, I swear to it. My CD rack should be proof of that with my little CD Walkman and my old ass iPod. But anyways, listen, I need 80 gigabytes. The other question I have, um, and maybe someone can answer this, as I say, as if people watch these, which they don't. They have like 0 views, although some of them have like 9, and I'm like, what happened? Why are you here? Why did you click on it? What's happening? I specifically say at the end of every video not to watch these, so there's that. This is therapy. Shut up. Um, so I've been growing my Tokyo Ghoul collection, and I now have just Tokyo, not RE, just the original series, and I have 1 through 13, but I thought there was 14, but I never see 14. Like, what's happening here? Like, is there actually a 14th novel, or is that a lie? Is that like the novel that's like next to it? Like, what's it called? Like Days or something? Like, is that technically the 14th one? Like, what's happening here? Like, do I need to read the Wikipedia page? Because I thought I knew, and now I feel dumb. Like, I know there's supposedly 16 for RE, and that's fine, but like, what is happening? I feel dumb. But anyways, my manga shelf's looking great. With my 20 volumes of Black Cat and the DVD, my 13 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul, and my 30 volumes of Naruto. So, great day, great day. I continue to buy books. That Disney book, I swear to God, is gonna take me 12 fucking years to read. Like, listen, I'm currently, and that's the beginning of the novel. I'm like not far in, but I'm reading Gerald's Game. Um, but I haven't had time because I go to work and then I come home and I go to sleep. So like this fucking monster is going to take me 12 million years because the font is also size 12, not double space. So I mean it's his entire life, so I don't know what I expected. But anyways, aside from that, I had a burst of inspiration while driving, and I cautioned this by saying, "Don't do this." But I got my pen out and I got my one of my tiny notebooks out, um, and I wrote down all of my ideas while I was driving. So preface by saying, don't do that. Don't text and drive, but also don't write and drive. That's even worse. Until we have self-driving cars that can drive for you on the highway, don't do this. But it's also on the highway in the Midwest, so like nothing's happening. So, anyways, I was like, hmm. So I had this burst of inspiration, and I gotta get to it because there's like I just like started going. I went off. I just like fucking wrote it down. I even made one of those stupid little mountaintop things to do plot and stuff. So that's gonna happen because honestly I'm hype about that. Like I'm still hype. I wrote it all up on a Google Docs and that's all comprised to like one normal page of Google Docs with like I put the little mountain thing as a Venn diagram. I made it as a diagram, like put everything in, and it's like really cool looking. And I was like, I'm professional. I know how to use Google Docs. Get that. Anyways, I'll work on that. I do need to finish my Voltron fanfic because it's currently longer than the Chamber of Secrets, and we're past the tip of the mountain, but I really just need to write the resolution and conclusion and be done with it. The problem is that I'm back into loose canon now, and I have to go rewatch the episodes, and I watch like 5 episodes and then get depressed. So like, I need to finish that. I also need to work on my co-writing story because I have to write the next chapter. There's just things that I need to do that instead of doing, I come home and take a nap. uh, this is like day like 4. It's like not even. Well, probably. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today was day 5. I have to work tomorrow and then I have a day off, so Maybe I'll do things. Day off day, I have my dentist appointment. That's pretty late, so I might go and get the oil in my car changed because it's starting to make noises. The identification light has been on for like 2 months now, and I've kind of ignored it. But it's starting to make noises, and I'm like, that's not good. Let me give Walmart my money. Oh yeah, I also bought Rise of the Guardians today because I wanted to watch it, and then I realized that I mean, I could go on Netflix because my aunt and uncle have Netflix, but it's like only logged in on one computer, and like it's my shitty computer, and like then I'd have to plug it into the other monitor, and like it's such a hassle. And I'm like, this computer that I'm filming on right now has a CD-ROM drive, so like I just put discs in it. Uh, Also, I just like owning things. I'm bad about that. Uh, Speaking of, I joined the Disney Movie Club and they're sending me movies. So, like, if you don't know what that is, Disney's like, hey, give us your credit card. Like, we don't already. And, every 4-ish weeks, we'll just send you the newest Disney movie, like, in the mail. Like, you still have to pay for it, but, like, we'll just send it to you so you don't have to do any work. And I was like, honestly, wig off. Like, I'm gonna buy them anyways. Might as well just like send them to me so I don't have to do anything. Like, lit. And they're also like, if you join, one, you get points, and of course I'm part of the movie reward system. Obviously, Disney stand here. I listen to a Disney podcast. Get off my dick. I just bought a giant book about Disney. Anyways, and they were like, hey, you get points because we're gonna give you 4 movies for $1, and then you can get 2 more for like an extra, like, I don't know, like 15. I don't know. Basically, it came up to for $20, you got like 6 movies, I think. I think that's what it is. I can't remember if it's like 4. Yeah, what? So I got 6 movies for like 20 bucks basically. And for Disney movies, which always cost money. And then I was like sitting there and I was like, I wonder what's the first one they'll send me. And I was like, well, it's either gonna be Mary Poppins Returns, which I'm totally okay with because good film. Not as good as the original. Obviously, you can't top that, but it was a good successor. Or a soft reboot, I believe it's called. I watch Red Letter Media. I know what's happening. But anyways, I've gone on long enough because there wasn't anything to talk about anyways. But we might. There's no anime night this week because one of our friends is out of town, so we might go and see Detective Pikachu, and I might try and convince everyone to go see the live action Sonic because it just looks like a good time. Like, how can you not see that trailer and go, I want to see that? Because that just looks like it. That looks like a good bad movie, alright? Just so bad it's good. So we might try, but we might see Detective Pikachu, or we won't, because we're bad at planning, and there might just not be an anime night. Whatever, it doesn't matter, because I have stuff to do anyways. um, Anyways, next purchases might surmount to either BuzzFeed Unsolved merch because I realized I still don't have any of that, and or candles from the Magic Candle Company with the code DisneyDan15 because I would like some candles that smell like the orange groves from one of the best rides in Disney World. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Soarin', you fly over some orange groves, and it is some of the best smells. I mean, go check out Magic Candle Company. They don't sponsor me, but they should. Um, this isn't a Disney commentary channel, but it might turn into one because my life entirely revolves around Disney to the point where I'm like, where do I want to live later in life? Right, one of the 2 places that has it, that has Disney. I'm either gonna live in California or Florida. So, other lists of podcasts that I'm listening to include um, Unhappy Hour with Matt Belisai, um, Welcome to Night Vale, the Coffee Club podcast. There's a few that I've downloaded that I have not yet clicked on, but Will, the Super Mega Cast, wide range. I downloaded Bad with Money, I believe is one of the other ones, and like I think Three Swings. So I'll get back to you on the podcast thing. My iPod does a bad job at shuffling despite having over 2,000 songs, and you can get through a lot of podcasts working for 9 hours straight. So I would like to leave this. Do not watch, do not like, don't subscribe, don't hit that bell button, don't like, don't do anything at all. Just let me have my impromptu diary therapy section with myself and post it on the internet. Get to know me and how much my life is a complete and utter disaster. Yeah! I hate everything. Please leave. Bye.